All right. They scoop because we're attacking for 17 and they're not willing to chump. You love to see it. All that to scoop. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I am playing the Lifegain deck that gave us fits the other day on ladder near the end of the season. Let's see if we can make it all the way up, all the way to Mythic with Lifegain. Can we keep this hand on the draw? I'm very tempted to. The practice game, if you want to be a member, you can see me build the deck and play my first couple games. The practice game went badly with a similar hand, but it was against rabbits. Yeah, I felt like Case was too slow, but I really have trouble mulliganing this. I'm looking at it like there's no way this is too slow, right? I can get down a Chandler, I can get counters on it, I can get Sheltered by Ghosts on it, I can play Guided by Light, you know, and the opponent just took a mulligan. So yeah, I think this will do. Lifegain decks, known for being but Wizards just keeps on printing Lifegain cards, and this one has this almost exclusively Shocklands and Painlands mana base that turns on Lunar Convocation, which is a card I actually like because it reminds me of Argol's Bloodfast and Greed, other old cards. Tapping and Hearthstone for those of you who do that, you warlocks. And yeah, I like that card a lot. So hopefully we'll draw it in some of these games. It certainly gave me fits the other day. Reanimator? Reanimator. So Reanimator is an interesting matchup. A very interesting matchup. We need an Amalia because if we can fill our graveyard, what we get back is often very like the bringer can be extremely beneficial to us and can set up situations where we gain so much life from our dead creatures entering the battlefield that they can't kill us. But we need bringer. We also have a Starfield Cleric, whatever that is, some card like that. If that card's in the graveyard, they could die. So we need a way to gain life. This gains life, and we need a way to lose life, and then Convocation might do something cool. Okay, I think we have this. Warp you. And then the end turn trigger stack, I think we also get to draw a card because we get all the triggers. Look at that. Because it gains life when the bat enters. They lose 2 life. This goes away. And we drew the card, and it's an Amalia, which we needed. But the bringer is already in the yard. I don't know. I don't think the opponent's going to reanimate bringer to get Speaker and Overlord here. But they do have formidable Speaker. So let's see what they toss in their yard. Arden is very good against us. We should probably reserve the Shelter by Ghosts for this obnoxious Elder Human Noble and all the hasty damage of demons that he brings along. And we need to continue to get stuff in the graveyard. So next turn we can play Amalia. We can also play Case if we need to, but Lunar's okay. Yeah, I think we go Case, Amalia. I don't think we Shelter by Ghost this. We still need to lose life, so we need to play one of these painfully anyway. I wish I had a way to use 1 more mana. We could draw a card with the Convocation to lose life, but I think having another Case down will be more beneficial in the long run. So it's weird, but we often want to shock in even when we don't need the mana in this deck, which is kind of wild. Yep, there's something to go in the yard. I should have played the Case first. That's a mistake. And then the double triggers, giving us bodies in the yard, bodies in the yard, bodies in the yard. Also gives us reach, a little bit of burn. But the bodies in the yard all coming back when they bring her. Sometimes you play against these Reanimator players who don't even pay attention to the opponent's yard. And then when you suddenly are gaining like 50 life and it stacks on top of their triggers, they're like, wait, what? That's not what I wanted. All right, let's see it. You gonna Arden? Because they should Arden. They don't Arden, my friends. Who's got more triggers? Huh? Who does? This guy. I don't think they knew. And this has trample, by the way. Your turn. The Tigra, Feline Fury, Tigra. Wow. Trample on one of these is such a big deal. It really is. Something that they have to deal with. Now, these have lifelink, so they're going to go up pretty high in life, but they do have to worry about what's coming the other way. Uh-huh. Yep. Town Greeter, sure. Arden, what you getting? What you want? You might want some life, I'm just warning you. If you exile stuff out of my yard, your future bringers are better. Yeah, all right, they found Amalia. It is a good card for them. So we really wish we had a starting town so we could lose life on their turn for the Chandler. Wait, did they leave no flying blockers? That is correct. They left 0 flying blockers. Triggers! Life. So much life gain. And then into the air we go. Taking out the life gainer of theirs, Arden. It also has residual effects. You guys, get them. That's a lot of damage. You're also dead in the air. No, you're not. It's 16. So then they have to absorb 15 on the ground. They have it. Okay, they're not dead. But they do have the drain coming from the convocation afterwards. And I'm going to gain the 16 life from the channeler. Uh-huh. Yep, bring that on. I think we get rid of their Amalia for sure. And then get rid of their wistfulness. It doesn't do anything when it comes back. Oh, we can get rid of everything. Oh, nice. Insane, really. They go to 8. 16 triggers. Let's go. This bat is gonna rule this table. And we're back to 40. Nice. Go ahead. Are you gonna do the bringer thing again? It's better for him this time for sure. Oh, they don't have a bringer. Awkward because they attacked instead of blocking. Very awkward for them. All right, that's a dub. Pack it up. Do we get anything good? Hello? Hello? Pack? Pack. Baron! I do like Baron. Need to build an actual commander deck with Baron. Probably my favorite card from the new set. I like black pips. A lot of them. More the better. I'm a devotion to black homer on that front. Black was actually the color I loved in Magic before blue. My first deck was black. Little known fact, I tried to get every nightmare I could find. I thought that if you had enough nightmares, you couldn't lose a game. It's a very lack of one-droppy hand. Trust me, I'm feeling the lack of one drop here, but I still think we try it because, well, actually, we don't have a life gainer here. This is not a keep. We need to draw away to gain life, or this is butt. This is doo-doo. You're a 2-1. You're a 2-1. You're a 2-2 with ward. I don't have anything. What's the play? I'll start by making them pay life. If they want to kill it. All payoffs, no gainers. All right, we better draw one. This was not a keep, guys. We are going Grizzly Bear Beatdown. Yes, guy, Jess guy. We're not going to beat Jess guy. Not with this hand. It doesn't have enough synergy. Lessons? Yeah. No, like this is very much a control deck of the format. No shot, right? The discard Price of Freedom is interesting. Why didn't I show you 3 non-basics? It begins. No shot, man. This is very sad. Anyway, guys, there is a fail state for the deck. This is what it looks like. And what kind of lucky can I get? There's no chance, right? There's no chance. Okay, we're on the case. But do we just splurge onto the battlefield? What are they about to do? They're about to cast Revelation, so I guess we do splurge onto the battlefield. All right, it's really awkward because it's right before we could offspring this. But we gotta try. They probably have another abandoned attachments. That's what I'm guessing. This is just too late. There's no way we get the engine going from here, is there? Maybe a little surprise? Maybe a little pouncy? Great. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It shouldn't be hard. They're making it hard. I should just concede. What am I playing for? A disconnect? I'm gonna go get a drink. I need one. Terrible game, but it was on me. Bad mulligan. Bad lack of mulligan. Honestly, I have flooded in so many games so far. It's been kind of stupid, and I don't draw my 1-drops like in a lot of my hands. So we're going up on clerics. I know that those aren't 1-drops, but it actually increases the chances of drawing a, like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we got to cut some of these. I just go basic free. What are we at? 22. Yeah, we gotta drop the lands. So we'll do that. Land count must go down. Restoration magic I just like as a trick. We're not gonna do it. We do have the clerics. Whenever you gain life. Aunt May. Whenever another creature enters, you gain 1 life. I knew there was another card, and it didn't hit me. It really didn't hit me. Also, is Shelter by Ghosts even important? Every time I've had it, it actually hasn't done much good for me. All right, for Aunt May. I'm not even playing a Johnny's Pride Mate, which is very bizarre. Oh yeah, you You are also a Pride Mate that is legendary. I don't think we need another legendary Pride Mate, but there you go. 18 land. Man, so many life gain cards now. Is there another one that draws? This is a 3-mana one. It's a little too slow. I thought they were printing one that draws, but I don't think it's out yet. I think it's in The Hobbit. I can't keep track. It's asking too much to know these things about life gain. We could probably also adjust the legendary counts, but let's be real. We just need to draw them. If we don't have them, nothing happens. Throwback moments. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No Amalia, no Lunar Convocation is a little upsetting, but let's be aggressive and see if it gets us the W. They're gonna scavenge. They're gonna try to shelter by ghosties. Okay. It's just a little 2-1 that doesn't block. Not a problem. Are you gonna attack? Okay. Interesting dilemma, but I have a case, so I can get this back later. Now I have a 2/3 Sanctifier. And now I have... I can't go Case Amp May because this doesn't produce white, which is awkward, but I have this flyer. And I make their life total go down. And if I draw another white source and go Case Cleric or Amp May Cleric, I don't think they can race me anymore. Yeah, I know that this has a lot of damage output, but I don't think it has that much damage output. I think it's Case before Aunt May because it's more life overall, but Aunt May can block. Am I worried about that? Not yet. We're going to gain this life. We're going to be fine. And we still have a 2/3. So they're at 10, we're at 12. We poke and see what happens. Another corpses, not dead. Down to 4. They're at 7. I think they are dead. We clerics didn't even have to attack. So one thing I learned from that is we probably don't need as many overgrown tombs as we need the godless shrines, because I think our deck is vast majority white, right? Let's have a look. A little bit of green, a little bit of black. So we want our shocklands to produce white. So we want it to be like this, and probably a starting town over passage as well. Like 4 of these, 4 temple garden, 4 godless shrine, 4 starting town is more important than the count of overgrown tombs and passages. I think I'll go to 2 tombs. No, we'll keep it on 3 passages. Do we want to cut the swamp? I think 1 basic will be enough. We can, if they have multiple Avengers disassemble and we don't get ahead of it, we're going to lose anyway, right? So I think it's like this. Still don't think the Shelter by Ghosts is even necessary. But is more Leonardo necessary? Maybe. I don't know. We drew 3 clerics that time, which I always thought was one of the worst cards in the deck, and we won. Anecdotal, right? But man, is that a clock. And against Reanimator, you really want the Starfield Cleric in the graveyard. Yes. Yes, please. Bunny. Case. Okay, it's a life off. Let's do this. Let's work on hitting our lands here. Nope. Fill that yard, I guess. Hit those lands. We have a very low land count, so we gotta dig for them. Malia is an incredibly satisfying card to play Magic with. Verge? Do you not know about the green splash for the 2 Magic cards that I don't draw? They play the Deep Cavern Bat. We could play the Deep Cavern Bat. Maybe we should play the Deep Cavern Bat. What would it replace? I just don't think it's... I don't think it really does much these days. So we don't gain life if we play the Convocation. So we gotta play the Cleric. Absolutely. And then we really would love to hit the land. Whee! Easy. Never didn't have it. Get him! The real question will be, can we outpace Sheltered by Ghosts? Because that's a card we cut, and if you can get your butt kicked for that. See, they should have played this first. They would have hit the starting town that would have entered untapped. I've never made that mistake. Okay. The 1 basic coming in clutch while they run removal. We run more life gain. And I get to use Convocation. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so when I play this, I gain life. I can lose life. I can hold this and try to offspring it, or I can just play it now. And then I end up holding Aunt May unless I draw another land. I guess we can play this first. And if we hit the other land, we do it all. Bin. Bin. Okay. Do we play this and try to hit the other land to do it all? Pay 1 life. Black. White. Let's do it! We can do it! I believe in us. Bin. Yes! Triggers. Oh my god. Alright. Black. Convocation. Combat. Say hello to Amalia. You're gonna take the 6 to save your Amalia? Yes, you are. All right, end step. Let's go. Triggers. Yeah, I'll draw that next turn. That seems great. That seems like a great draw to make sure that we close this. What are they gonna do? Raise the past? They need to. Oh, they play Aunt May. Hi, Aunt May. Delny. Believer. Delny goes rather hard in this deck when you already are set up beautifully. But I think we're going to get this one because we went first and because they played Deep Cavern Bat and a Road instead of just double tripling down on synergy. They're going to gain the life anyway. I may as well get my card back. Ta-da! Best of 1, best of 1, best of 1. God, I still love standard best of 1 better than any other like 1v1 arena format. Commander I know Commander's a best of one format. It's also just its own thing. It feels different. I'll play up the, like, yeah, I'm the one in best of one, so I have to win at Commander. Obviously, best of one format, but like, really, it's its own thing in so many ways. We don't have the Amalia, but we do have the card drawer. Halaya, Guided by Light. Halaya. 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 Let's go big. You gonna burst lightning this? No? You gonna burst lightning this? Okay. You did it. You're good. I gain 0 +1/+1 with counters. I'm very proud. So the Overgrown Tomb is gonna bite us here. You see how we don't have double white? Maybe there shouldn't be any Overgrown Tombs, which is weird, but did we go down to 1? I think we did. And just happen to have it here. Probably can't be too negative about it then. A land. All right. This is pay 2. But this will gain 1. Yeah. And then we get this down. And we gained and lost life, which means we get bat and we get drain. And that's going to be important going forward, that we have this constant source of drain and pressure while they is it Dirtle. They're gonna Dirtle. They're gonna crab. And we're just gonna have to keep gaining life and making dorks until they die. Show off. Okay, show off's a pain. Guided by Light, Essence Chandler. And then how do we lose life this turn? We have to pay for the white. We could go Cleric, but it can't block. How much damage can we do, though? It's so much damage. I still think we need a Channeler here. They might Boomerang the basics it, but it's not the end of the world. And then we attack them. Do we send the bat? Because we're going to have 2 bats here. And I think we want 2 bats. We want to make things as difficult for the show off as possible, because we're kind of winning this long game, right? We're getting drains. We're making more blockers. We just have to withstand the big push they're going to try to make when they have their show off turn. I have to make sure that they can't punk us. If we gain enough life and have enough jump blockers, they're not going to get the job done. They can do all the little sleight of handy tricks they want. You don't even have to attack to win. I guess this is in a way a control deck in that sense, isn't it? Oh, now it's speaking my language. Let's block. I'll block with both and try to kill it. They let it die. Okay, nice. Yep, figured they had to bounce this, but it's not a long-term solution, especially if they're tapping out for a flow state. You're stalling. All right, so what's going to happen next is they're going to start like setting up for crab. So they're just going to tap this in the future and it won't get to attack. So what we want to do, need to lose life. Let's do another Guided by Light to get more card draw and more life gain triggers. And let's play this Starfield Cleric that they probably need to kill, but it gets a lot of damage through. We go to end step, we get all this stuff. Look at this. Scoop them up. They quit. They quit on us. They weren't dead, but they quit. Ranking up. Mythic Insight. How could this be me? A life gain mage. Have a look again. 1 Overgrown Tomb. And we have all the passages and starting towns. We could cut this for a plains. Literally, the only green cards take 1 green, but you need it on turn 1. Black cards take 1 black unless you offspring the cleric. It did feel like this tried to cost us a curve out, and I hate that. Black sources are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, we got to keep it. 13 is the right number. Did we still have the 1 shelter by ghost? We do. The more I play, the less I feel like I need it. What gets the frickin' job done? The Delny looked so good. The Delny also is so win more. But is this like a win more deck is the thing I can't get past. How about 1 raise the past? Just 1? When you have it, you have it. You get so many triggers. Okay. I think I like that better. 1 copy of a raise the past for when it all goes wrong. I think we can just overpower a shelter by ghosts. But we haven't done it yet, so we got to prove it. If the opponent drops shelter by ghosts and takes our essence channeler, we play another one. We have so many pride mates. We don't even have a Johnny's pride mate in this deck. And we have so many pride mates. All right. On the draw. Concerns me a bit, but 2 Amalias. You love Amalia. We haven't seen Tigra do its thing. I think this is more of a versus control card, but like say the opponent passes with No More Lies mana up and we have the choice of Amalia or pass and Tigra on their turn with a case on the field, we're gonna Tigra. The trample's so good too. I guess we do have a dilemma with 2 multiversal passages and black and green. Blue-white control. All right, but no counter open unless they have spell snare, and it's artifacts. It's not control. How do we do against artifacts? Outgain their ability to make giant constructs? Are you... What were you just thinking about? Okay, good top deck. Trigger. What have they got? Must target a creature. What do artifact decks play in this spot? I don't know. I'm confused. May I has trigger. All right, next turn. This is actually this is pretty good. This is pretty good. We'll keep it. Okay, lose 3. Wow, that is really early to ramp me. That is bold. Bay, you got it. It's gonna get dicey. I think we got to get both of these out and go as fast as possible. But I guess we want the life triggers first. All right, so it's Sanctifier for sure, right? This is white, white, white. One of these can be black? Or can it? Yeah. Yeah, I think we need this for damage. We don't want them playing a 2-drop, going and getting a snare and taking our threat. We need to get the damage in. So this is where our flash threat, I think, shines. They're passing. Sus. You got a counter spell? They have saw blades. We just have to get this over 5 toughness. Easy. They already showed us in a road, so they're a little more instant prone than the typical artifact deck, which sometimes runs 100% artifacts. Triggers. Let's see if we get the untapped land to cast one of these, or if we just want to warp them. We probably just want to warp them regardless. We got a 7/6 and growing trample coming through. Allowed. Okay. Let's build this graveyard because now we have cases. That is so awkward, but we're going to bin it. I don't think this is a raise the pass game. But we do need to get some creatures in our yard. Hello, 18 land deck. This is funny. There were Aunt May goes. All right. Go again. You can't warp. You have to warp from your hand. Yes. Yes. All right. Dig. We're still digging. Still digging. Everything that we get down there is case value, so we really want to get creatures in the yard here. It's worth it. All right. They scoop because we're attacking for 17 and they're not willing to chump. You love to see it. All that to scoop. Let's do it. Starting town, you bring everything together. If you gained life this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained and lost life. Yeah, we're gonna need a 3rd land to do everything right. Bunny. Emissary. There's a lot of life gain. Tigra! What you doing? You want to play a spell? Maybe? Breakout. Show me. What you got? What you got? Nothing. I love this. Let's play Magic. Magic the Gathering, right? Oh, it's gonna be so good. Guys, we beat them before their 3rd turn. Are you impressed? Tell me you're impressed. Dude, nobody can stand against just all-in life gain. How about that? Greatest best of 1 deck ever. Obviously. We'll hold this as long as we can to see if they need green. 8 green cards. 8 black plus white cards. Beautiful. Let's go! You've never faced such aggression. Uh-oh. No, come on, dude. Oh, they go bounce. Okay, thank God. All right. Well, we want to get the convocation down. Oh, you're awkward. I guess not, though. I was gonna say we can't do it all, but actually you're right on time. because it's a little awkward with passage on green, passage on white, and needing double white for some plays. But here we are, getting them. What else you got there? I guess we'll... Do we just want to draw here? We want to lose life, we want to gain life. Let's start with a little draw. Let's gain. Everything going the right way. What are they gonna do? Deceive me? Okay, they killed them all. Can we still lose life? No, we didn't get the land we need for that job. What if we play you and a Chandler? We're gonna enter, gain 1. This enters, gained 2. Not good enough. I guess we can draw. Yeah, guess we'll do that. And do this to gain. Doesn't feel great, but it gets us what we need. As we try to dig to more land so we can keep up with the board state. And just grind them. Be grindy with cards. Demon? Maybe. Yeah, Deceit. What else for 2 mana? Nothing? Emissary. Can't get lands. Getting ugly. If we hit the land off the top, we can do the gain and the drain, but am I being too ambitious now, especially into open mana? I think we should try to play this. And this. Yep. Feels bad to go a turn without tapping for the extra card, though. Still, drain them to 8. We're working on it. Yeah, you can do that. So they have the Reef. So we gotta get her done. That is not a drain. What do we do? This green source is getting us. We don't want to draw, we want to gain. All right, well, not a lot of good choices, but we'll try with what the ones we have. We have to kill them, so I think we attack. Seven, 6. Reef mills 4, so then we get 1 more turn. It's funny, this game we just couldn't draw land to save our life. What would I do if I were them? There's life gain down there, but they go for deceit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I can draw what I need. Well, they did not attack me with the Reef. So I still have cards in my deck. I can still put together some kind of a chain of cards if... I don't know what that would take, but it's possible. But it needs to be a star field, right? Or a star... Is that whatever the cleric is? Okay, now I don't think there's anything. But yeah, we just got stuck on mana. I think we had all the pressure we needed. We just didn't draw land for 3 straight turns when we needed it. And that was that. They had a good hand. They didn't have a great hand. We could have beaten that with the right cards. I hate flooding and I hate getting screwed, and finding the happy medium is really hard. It's really hard. Man, I think the trample on this card is so good, but is it better than the other cards available? I don't think so. And when you draw too many 2-drops, nothing good happens. All right, raise the pest out, double Tigra, we'll go with that. Land count go up, especially for more basic planes. I'm getting very paranoid about the amount of Avengers disassembles and erodes out there. $21 land. Let's see how it goes. I guess they mad. Do it again, if you can. Yes, they can. How about now? This is where a case would have gone really hard. Well, they didn't kill it. Ain't that something? Could use some more little... we're flooding on 2s, aren't we? We're flooding on 2s. There's a case. All right. Well, if they had a burn spell, I think they would have used it on the emissary, so I think they're out of that. How big can you go? Is that the best you got? Hello? Thank you to the sponsors of this video, CoolStuffInc.com, promo code CGB5. The opponent finally figured out how their cards work. In that amount of time, you could have ordered your cards from CoolStuffInc.com and gotten a discount. See if we can hit those lands. They just double struck me and look where they are. LOL. Yeah. How about 5? Let's get to killing them. Caw. So, I guess you are done killing the emissary? Or trying to? This is lose life, gain life card. So let's start with, they're at 17. Can I kill them? No, they can always block one of these. So let's start with something that can block. Even if it could have been at instant speed, we might hit these lands. Hey, that one doesn't even hurt. So we have gained life, now we can lose life. That's a lot of damage. Take it all, down to 6, all right. End step, trigger, life. Go to 9. In. Go to 10. Bin. They go to 5. They're definitely dead if they don't beat me here. They didn't have enough damage last turn, so how could they have that much damage this turn? Classic Boros burn, am I right? They think they're playing modern. But they don't have Swift Spear no more. I can't believe they rotated Swift Spear. I thought of all the things they just would choose to never rotate. Swift Spear would be one of them, because there's always somebody at Wizards who thinks Swift Spear is the greatest thing of all time. Iron Claw is a really good Magic card. It's a great example of an excellent standard card. The typing has some synergies in the format. It compounds in multiples, reminds me of like Fervent Champion in that way. It gets direct damage in, which works with other like mechanics in the format. But it's not Swift Spear. Neither is the little goblin with Start Your Engines. Either one of those, and you're probably looking at a very good Boros Burn deck, because these spells will kill you across many formats. All right, well, our opponent tanked their way to death. Let's give it up for them. Here, have a Starfield Cleric. If they respond by burning me out from 9, LOL. That would be cinema. Oh, I gotta wait. I guess they could activate the Hired Claw even if they aren't holding an instant. Apparently their hand is not 3 Bolt Waves. For all my complaints about Standard, as somebody who, you know, plays the format every day for work and has rose-colored glasses for the past and great formats that made me really happy. There is, like, you can kind of rebuild most of the play styles of the past that you may have loved as a Magic player in the environment and at least play with some of the old cards. And that does tend to make people happy. Personally, I can see how like all those like cool old cards don't actually win you games, and that makes me sad. But like, could you get to Mythic playing Boros Burn if you're patient and just only really deeply love that? Probably. Standard still has all those options. Victory. Thank you for watching. Top it off. Hit like, hit subscribe. You're cool.